the street. Now hold on tight, if I thought we had a chance of keeping in the heat. And in a different city, we would make it through the fall.
Alright, you guessed it, we're back again, and this is moving way too much. Face cam, what you gonna do? No, but we're gonna do another old person from the past. It's gonna be Mark Twain. Everybody always talks about what they did, but like, what about all the things that got them there, you know? Right? Anyways, yeah, hope you enjoy this. I might do another one, might change it up and make it an event or something. But we'll see. I'm enjoying making these, and I hope at least somebody's watching it. I love you if you're watching this. Hey, don't look at anybody else. Look at me. You watch this? Damn. I'm gonna cut. Oh. Damn, so like, after the video, want to get some coffee or something? No, but like, for real, enjoy the video.
Any questions?
Yes. Are you going to finish that croissant?
Knock yourself out.
Alright, I'm gonna give you a big old shocker right now. His real name wasn't Mark Twain. What? He was born with his parents' given name, Samuel Langhorne Clemens, and was born in a very small town in Florida, Missouri, on November 30th, 1835. And, fun, interesting little fact, ding, 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 this was 2 weeks before the Halley's Comet, Halley's, one of the two, comet made its appearance in 1835. His parents, John and Jane Clemens, had 7 kids, which Mark was the 6th of them. And back in this time, you were lucky to have like just a couple out of your 10 kids to make it to adulthood. Back then, that was like the same case with his family. 3 of his younger siblings had all died at a very young age. And when he was around like 3 or 4, he wasn't looking too good, and his parents thought honestly he was going to be next. His mother, Jane, on the other hand, he actually accompanies most of his fame and storytelling abilities from her. He described her as a really joyous and nice woman to be around. She seemed like a sweetheart, and she honestly gets my seal of approval. During his stay in Hannibal, he immortalized the town as St. Petersburg in his future books. For example, that cave from Tom Sawyer is a real place. Mark's dad, on the other hand, John, was a little bit more serious, and he often noted that he never even saw him smile. But he also gave him a good work ethic. He would incorporate people from his real-life childhood all the time in his future works that he would work on, including his love interest from childhood, Laura Hawkins, and Tom Sawyer's half-brother Sid was based on Mark's actual brother who died in a steamboat accident. But that's to come. Huck Finn was based on a character named Tom Blankenship in the town. He was the son of the town drunk. He was always gross and unkempt, but he was a great soul and everyone loved to be around him, so they idolized him in that town. Just basically for his good vibes. Doodly noted, this was also the same book banned in a lot of America for the blatant racism, but nonetheless. Now, this is probably going to contradict what I'm about to say shortly in the future, but Twain did try to take in a lot of what he experienced with racism and slavery, and he did think normal of it for a lot of his life, until he spoke with a lot of enslaved people that worked on plantations and just not free people that were enslaved. And it started to change some of his idolizations.
Wow. Eric is now stuck on the letter M. Wait a minute.
Even very late in life, I guess he was even a black activist as well. He wasn't black, but he was fighting for black activism. Yeah, you get it. At age 11, tragedy struck, and Mark's dad, John, died. And this kind of screwed a lot of things up in his life. He had to quit school, and as you did back in the time, back then, you were 11, fuck it, you gotta quit school. But he started working on small jobs here and there as printer apprentices in near 1851. And you can peep my other vid for the printer apprentice I showed. There was a good 9 years where Mark just traveled very frequently to different cities all over America. And during those days, he just was adding things to his resume left and right. He would usually be doing things with like printing presses and newspapers and writing articles, stuff in that nature. And during that time, he was just getting better and better at writing. Back to what I was saying with the boat pilot stuff. So it was kind of Mark's idea to become a boat pilot, and he made his brother join and become a boat pilot. And then one thing led to another, and boom, his brother was exploded in a boat accident. And later on, when he was 24, he actually got his boat license, and I think that had a lot to do with fulfilling that, to make sure his brother's death didn't mean nothing, I guess. I don't know, that's sad. Mark only got to spend a few years as a boat pilot until the Civil War began in 1861. And since Mark was born in the South, he was drafted, but luckily only for 2 weeks, and as a lieutenant on the Confederate side. He never was in battle, and I think there was only one occurrence where somebody was trespassing, and I think they shot the person, but I don't know much more than that. The year is 1863, and eventually, during all those jobs, going around America and newspapering and printing and stuff, he finally got a job as like a journalist reporter, and moved all the way to Carson City, Nevada, where he wrote articles on gambling, prospecting, all the like dirty, gritty stuff that happened in the Old West, you know, because it wasn't too friendly out there. He always stated that it was not the right place for him to be in because he felt like he was a good soul, and he was just around all this bad stuff all the time. And but it did bring something good, because writing all these articles on all this stuff that he was like witnessing, it really expanded his writing skills. So he was starting to build a reputation around the community. The next few years were crucial for Mark to hone in his literary talent, and it was in the year 1867 where Mark became an official published author for his short story, The Celebrated Jumping Frog of Calaveras County. And his first official book was The Gilded Age in 1873. The rest is history, and honestly, it's all in book form. So go read some of his books, my dude.